good, everybody? This is Grady. I wanted to make a video tonight to start working on my website for Manna Ministries. Basically, I'm testing this out so that I can see how it's going to be for me to make these videos. I've tried writing out what I want to say, and I realized that it's a lot easier to just talk about it. So I'm going to be making these videos and hopefully posting them on my website so that anyone can check them out. The first thing I want to talk about is what I see in words. I can see some kind of code hidden in our words, in our language. Everything I believe I take from the Bible. So I check everything by the scriptures and I double check everything. Basically, it all started out one afternoon actually. I fell asleep on my bed. I was like, starting to drift off, falling asleep in my bed, when I saw a vision of myself sitting behind my drum set, like a still frame, as if like somebody were just looking right over my shoulder and my arms were out, reaching towards one of the symbols, and I noticed that all the symbols were cracked. 4 cracks, like one on the top, one on the bottom, one on the left, one on the right. And it only lasted a couple seconds, and I sat up in bed, and I heard the Holy Spirit say out loud 3 times, "The symbols are cracked, the symbols are cracked, the symbols are cracked." And ever since then, probably like either later that day or the next day, I started to notice things in words. Like, I guess it started out by me noticing that there were certain letters are inside other letters. So that could be considered like the foundation for it. Like an example would be the letter P is inside the letter R, or the letter F is inside the letter E, the letter C is inside the letter G. It goes over to like numbers, numeric symbols too, like the letter S is inside the number 8. And once you realize that these letters are inside other letters, you can start looking at different words, and you start to notice that there are other smaller words inside bigger words, but not just the way you think about written language. You know, the bigger the words, of course there's going to be smaller words inside it, but there's like, I realized that there's like almost like a message inside it. And there's some kind of code. But I started to read in the Bible about the Tower of Babel when God confused the languages of the men working. And I realized that this works in Spanish too, because I worked with some Mexican guys and I've learned a little Spanish through the years, and I realized that this works in Spanish too. I don't know, I know it sounds pretty vague right now, but I'm working on it little by little, like figuring it out. I feel like I've been given a gift from God to see this. And it's interesting because my own name is Shawn, spelled S-H-A-W-N. But if you change the A to O, you come up with the word shown. So it makes sense, like, it's almost like an abstract way of thinking about our words, but little simple messages like that as an example, like shown. For whatever reason, God woke me up with that vision that afternoon, and it makes me like realize that it's inside my name. But anyways, this is like the first video. I'm going to try to make more and talk about it when I realize things. I've been trying to like write it down. I feel like I'm getting to the point where I can like explain it better, so it's worth making some videos about it. Anyways, check back in later and see some more reviews.